Let's kick off our opening drive, brought to you by Chevy. Let's go to the Mully and Haugh show, and I guess they had for our first down.
I am a stickler now. With the offense that the Bears are running, the left tackle position becomes a little bit more of a priority in my mind at least, than what I think it was in the past when they were doing the spread and the ball was coming out quick. Now that you're running it and doing a lot of play-action passes and a lot of movement stuff, I would not slight taking an offensive lineman, primarily a tackle.
Our friend, former Bears coach Dave Wannstedt, chiming in on what the Bears should do in the first round of the draft. David, you pushed back at him on your show, and you said, what's Dennis Allen going to say?
Well, I think that's hard to justify, Clay, because you look at last year's draft, and certainly they revamped the offense by focusing on the offensive positions of need. This year, I think they have to take the same approach with defense. And when you look at 25, you could justify picking an offensive tackle if he fell from a guy who was maybe projected to go in the teens or maybe even in the top 10, but I don't envision that happening. If it's Caden Proctor, that I think you look at the Alabama left tackle as being a possibility, that might be able to justify. But other than that, you got to be thinking D.
Drafting an offensive lineman, offensive tackle is not a mistake. Drafting the wrong offensive tackle is a mistake. Like you said, David, to me there's two guys you draft there. Monroe Freeling, Caden Proctor. I'm sorry, they're not going to be there, Chicago. Caleb Lomu is another guy in that range that could be there for the Bears. Me personally, I don't like him. He's not that physical. He's not that aggressive. It would be more of a guy that you want to have an apprenticeship, as you said yesterday. Blake Miller is another guy around that time, around that slot where the Bears could get him. Only problem with him, he played right tackle for 4 straight years. So there's a little bit of some issues there if you do want to find your cornerstone left tackle.
I think this tells you a lot about if the Bears do go offensive tackle there in the first round. It tells you what they believe is the future for Ozzie Trapillo, because that's somebody who was maybe supposed to be the future of the franchise there at that position. But I think you also have to zoom out a bit and say, all right, were they really in love with him at left tackle even before the injury? And if they draft an offensive tackle there in the first round, I think that's going to tell you a lot of things.
I almost think you have to remove him from the equation. It sounds harsh, but it's something you have to do when evaluating future depth charts and what your needs are going to be. That doesn't mean you are going to go out and get a tackle at 25, but also means you might be more open to that down the road. You've got 4 picks in the top 89. You might see somebody who does drop that is very highly graded on your board, and you say, okay, we're going to take that left tackle because it's a value pick, whether or not Ozzie Trapillo recovers, because Ruthie's exactly right. Right tackle might be his future home. You don't know what you're doing with Darnell Wright yet, how long that commitment's going to be with the contract that's coming.
Where'd they get Ozzie Trapillo last year in the draft?
Second round.
There's a couple guys there. Caleb Tiernan, big tackle from Northwestern. I think he reminds me a little bit of Ozzie Trapillo. Trey Burks from Memphis, 6'9", big wingspan. There's some guys later on in the draft, round 2, 3, that you could find your Ozzie Trapillo of last year.
6'9"?
6'9", and the guy can move. He's nasty. He moves defender. That's your homework. Look up Trey Burks from Memphis this year, David.
Clay's running the show here today. All right,
I love it.
Let's move on to our second down of this opening drive and take a listen to what Brad Biggs has to say about all this talk about Dennis Allen, guys.
To find the prototype for size for that Dennis Allen defense with the athletic ability, there's just not a lot of those cats on this earth, Dave. Quite simply, there's going to be some of these edge rushers in this draft. You look at them and you're like, well, I don't know that he fits for Dennis Allen. Like some of these guys that are undersized edge rushers, I don't know.
All right, so do we think that the Bears are maybe being restricted by what we're calling these Dennis Allen guys, or are we making too much of what a Dennis Allen guy really means to Dennis Allen himself?
Possibly, but look, I think a lot of coaches, and I'm not going to argue with Dennis Allen or his resume because it speaks for itself, and he was a huge impact on Ben Johnson's staff last year. But if you go into the draft looking at guys just with traits and you ignore production and just focus on potential, I think that's how you get people fired. And you draft guys who are projected to be terrific disruptors because they have all this athleticism. And we saw last year, before Dio Dangwell got injured, he was a colossal disappointment. And I think he had been a guy that was always getting close to the quarterback, could never finish the job. You know what these undersized pass rushers do because they're quick off the ball? they get to the quarterback and finish the job. So I don't always want to get caught up in what these guys look like and what their traits are. And sorry, Clay, what their combine says they might be. Because you know what? It's not all about the combine.
It's like a racehorse versus a war horse, right? Dennis Allen wants the war horse, the big guy, the length, the size. And there are some guys in this draft that I love that are really good defensive ends. I think the Bears are going to pass on. Cassius Howell's a guy, Malachi Lawrence, R. Mason Thomas. These are some players. You look at them, they can get to the quarterback. They're not lengthy. The guys that you think he would like are the T.J. Parkers, the Zion Youngs, the guys that got the length, the physical stature. But like you said, David, some of these other guys might be better getting to the quarterback, but Dennis Allen likes the length because what fits his system, it's like an Indy car versus a NASCAR. You can't take an Indy car to a NASCAR track.
Now, you played 9 years in the league. You were, with due respect, coming in a traits guy, right? You were a guy that they drafted largely because of your athleticism and physicality. But once you got in the league, when you played for a coach, a position coach, which did you prefer? The guys who valued production or the guys that fell in love with, oh, my gosh, look at that, he's an Adonis?
Absolutely. I think traits are definitely overblown. I don't care what he ran, but the thing here is the size matters because what he asks the defensive ends and the edge rushers to do. They got to be able to hold a point. And a guy like Cassius Howell, who has 31-inch arms, isn't going to be able to hold that edge. So it is a prototype because it fits his scheme.
It's a good answer.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Makes sense.
It does make sense. And I think we are going to learn a lot about what a Dennis Allen guy might be in this draft. I don't think we got a good feel for that in last year's draft, and I don't know how much say Dennis Allen really had in last year's draft. I think he's going to have a lot more power because of what he was able to do with last year's
Without question,
defense.
I think he will this year in this draft. And I also want to point out, this conversation we're having, this debate in Chicago with Dennis Allen, it goes on in every NFL city depending on the position coach, depending on the coordinator or the head coach. It's always going to be traits versus production.
Let's move on to our third down and take a look at a national league-wide story, and that is, of course, it always will be, Aaron Rodgers. Here's the latest from Adam Schefter.
Yeah, frustrated. I just think people thought there would be an answer. I remember hearing, asking various people, and they're like, yeah, we should have an answer here in 30 days. Okay, great. Well, 30 days came and went. Oh, I'm like, where are we at? Where are we now? Answer? And yeah, we should have an answer mid-March. I'm like, great, okay. Well, we're mid-March. We have an answer. No. Now we have Art Rooney saying, we expect to have an answer before the draft. We can have an answer. I don't know. Wait to see.
It's Aaron's world. We're all just living in it. Guys, fill in the blank for me. Aaron Rodgers will make his decision by blank.
June 1st. I think June 1st. How about you, Clay?
Hall of Fame game, third commercial break. I mean, he's got these guys in football purgatory, and it's tough because they're trying to set up an offense for a quarterback that they don't even know is going to be there. It's like, Ruthie, you baked us some banana bread the other day. It's like going to the store trying to make cookies or banana bread when you don't know if you got flour. You don't know if you have the main ingredient. You're setting your offense up for your quarterback. You don't even know if he's going to be there, and it's getting down to it. The nitty-gritty. Training camp's coming up. The OTAs are coming up. This matters.
You still made quick work of that, though.
Yeah, Clay, the banana bread got 8.
Look, they hired Mike McCarthy. Do you think they're really surprised? Come on. Look at Aaron Rodgers. Don't you think that Mike McCarthy knows, Aaron Rodgers knows? I would be surprised at this point if he doesn't play. And I would be very surprised if they're going into the draft as naive or as unknowing as we're portraying them to be. I think they have an inkling. I think, obviously, if Aaron Rodgers decides by June 1st that he's not going to be the guy, then they can still pivot and get a free agent to be a bridge guy. Whatever the case is, there's still some quarterbacks out there. Not ideal, but Mike McCarthy knows what he's dealing with.
It does change your approach, though, in the draft. If you have a commitment from a guy like Aaron Rodgers or some random free agent that's still out there. I think Aaron Rodgers changes your plan, Clay.
Completely, because he's become a quarterback that he needs to do the short, quick passing game. If you get like David's guy, Ty Simpson. David loves Ty Simpson. No, I'm kidding. We had the Fernando Mendoza, Ty Simpson debate. If you're bringing in a young quarterback, it changes everything. Is he better at the long balls? Is he better on the move? Things that Aaron Rodgers isn't good at. Different quarterbacks come in. I remember when we had Michael Vick as our starter, the next week Kevin Cobb, the next week Michael Vick. I had never seen 3 different offenses in 3 weeks like we did when we had those quarterbacks. It matters who's running the show. You tailor your offense to your QB.
Do you honestly believe Mike McCarthy does not know if Aaron Rodgers is going to play?
With Aaron Rodgers, anything's possible. He could be sitting in a cave in the dark right now for all we know. Sure. He's one of those guys that.
And before he went into the darkness, he told Mike McCarthy and winked and said, "I'll be there."
He marches to the beat of his own drum.
I won't be surprised if he's not there.
He does. I don't know. I find it interesting. He is sort of a wild card. I wouldn't be surprised if he said, "I'll let you know," and went dark. No one's heard from him since. Seriously.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Let's go to our fourth down, David. We do have a stadium update. Brad Biggs is reporting that the NFL Stadium Committee has called for a meeting with the Bears during the week of April 27th. I know this is Brad Biggs' favorite topic to report on.
Oh, yeah, he loves this
He loves
stuff.
doing this. What can you tell us about this?
I can tell you that this is a sign to me that the NFL and the Owners Committee is getting antsy, too. They would like the Bears to pick a lane and choose a direction to go. And I don't know if it means they're taking a step closer to Arlington Heights or to Hammond, Indiana. But I'll tell you this. If this is a group of owners on a committee, what do owners like more than anything? They like to make money. And if they're looking at the Bears and urging them to pick a direction and choose a lane, the Hammond option is the best business deal, arguably. We don't know exactly what is in the Illinois plan yet and what the legislation, once it passed, will mean in terms of what the Bears are facing and looking at. But if you are an owner of another NFL franchise and you're getting together with your fellow owners and billionaires like to make billions. And I think when you look at the possibilities in Hammond, I wonder if this is the NFL owners' way of nudging the Bears closer to the state line.
Yeah, they got to look at everything, obviously location, where most of the fan base is located. So it's something that is it's interesting because we've been going back and forth on Arlington Heights and Hammond. I think they would find the best deal for the stadium, at least dollar amount, in Hammond. But I think you would have a bigger fan base and more people and maybe more events attendance if it was up in Arlington Heights.
And more events that you could do on a year-long basis. And I think you could have concerts and all the things that they have planned at their Bears-a-Palooza or Bears Palace or whatever they want to call it in Arlington Heights. That said, the stadium deal, the Kansas deal, if you will, what Indiana offered the Bears, I think is not something to ignore, even though I just think this is another way to spur some action at the legislature.
Really quickly, David, with your finger on the pulse of the fan base, would you say that as we get farther away from sort of the jarring news that the Bears would potentially go to Indiana, has the fan base sort of come around to it, or do you think there's still sort of the I'm not going to be a Bears fan if they go to Indiana crowd out there?
I think that's a very loud but maybe smaller contingent, but I do think it exists, and I would not ignore it.
There it is. All right, great stuff, guys.